You know what scares me the most as a doctor? It's not the diseases we can diagnose, it's the slow, silent fade that we don't see coming. When our patients begin slipping, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and no one notices. That quiet decline is often masked by routine answers like, "I'm just tired," or "that's normal for my age." But it's not always normal, and it's not always harmless. What truly keeps me up at night isn't the heart attacks or strokes. It's the missed opportunities to intervene early, to spot the warning signs before someone loses their independence, their vitality, or even their hope. I've seen far too many seniors who looked fine on the outside but were quietly deteriorating inside. Today, I want to show you the 5 most underestimated signs that you're not just aging, but aging well. And I'll tell you right now, if you can do these 5 things, you're already beating the odds. These aren't complicated medical tests or fancy lab results. They're simple, powerful markers that speak volumes about your body's resilience and your mind's sharpness. So don't ignore them, because recognizing them just might change the course of your health and your future. Part 1. Standing up without using hands, the silent indicator of aging gracefully. Imagine this. You're sitting on a chair in your living room. No armrests, no leverage, just your body. Now try standing up without using your hands, without momentum, just pure leg and core strength. How easy was that? For many seniors, this simple act becomes an uphill battle. But what most people don't realize is this motion isn't just about strength. It's a full body diagnostic test that speaks volumes about your aging process. This movement is a powerful indicator of 3 major systems: quadriceps and glute strength. These are the muscles responsible for stabilizing your lower body and powering you upward. Core control and spinal alignment. A weak core causes instability, imbalance, and often pain in the lower back or knees during this motion. Neurological feedback. Your body's ability to sense position, called proprioception, and react to it in real time is crucial. If this is impaired, you may feel unsteady or disoriented. In my practice, the sit to stand without hands test is one of the first things I quietly observe in my older patients, even before taking blood pressure. Why? Because when someone struggles with this, it often correlates with deeper issues. Sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass. Early neuropathy, especially in diabetics. Vitamin D or B12 deficiency, which can affect nerve function and muscle activation. Balance disorders, sometimes linked to inner ear or even mild cognitive decline. I had a patient, Mr. Hughes, 78, who looked perfectly healthy on paper, but when asked to rise from a chair without using his hands, he laughed and said, "I haven't done that in years." Within a few months, he had his first fall. That one small sign told me everything I needed to know. Here's the good news. You can retrain your body. This isn't about going to the gym or lifting heavy weights. It's about doing smart, consistent movement every day. Daily doctor-approved routine. Do 5 sit-to-stand reps twice a day. Use a sturdy chair. Place yoga blocks or cushions under you at first to raise the seat and make the motion easier. Engage your core muscles intentionally each time you stand up. Imagine zipping up a tight jacket as you rise. Always check your flooring. Slippery rugs or uneven surfaces increase your risk. Place a rubber mat under your chair and always wear grip socks or slippers with traction. Standing up without your hands might seem like a small thing, but to me, it's one of the biggest signs of strength, balance, and independence. Don't ignore it. Train it. Honor your body for all it's done and all it can still do. Part 2. Walking briskly for 30 minutes. A simple habit that protects your mind and body. When we talk about aging gracefully, one of the simplest but most powerful actions you can take is walking. Briskly, with purpose, for just 30 minutes a day. Many people underestimate walking. They think of it as just a casual activity, a way to pass time. But as a doctor with over 3 decades of experience treating older adults, I can tell you, walking is medicine. And for seniors, it's often the safest and most effective form of therapy, both for the body and the brain. Let's start with the science. Walking briskly increases blood flow to the brain, which helps with oxygenation and nutrient delivery. This isn't just about staying alert. This is about protecting your memory, your focus, and your ability to think clearly. There is growing evidence that consistent, moderate walking may reduce the risk of Alzheimer's disease and dementia. That's not a claim we make lightly. Walking stimulates the hippocampus, the area of the brain linked to memory, and helps slow down the natural decline that happens with age. I've had patients come into my clinic worried about their blood pressure. They didn't want to rely on medications. So we started with walking, just 30 minutes a day, 5 times a week. Within 2 months, many of them saw measurable improvements. Their blood pressure went down, their mood lifted, their energy returned. No fancy gyms, no prescriptions, just shoes, time, and a will to move. Why it works. Brain oxygenation. Each step pumps more oxygen-rich blood to your brain, nourishing critical areas that keep you mentally sharp. Mood booster. Walking activates neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, which are key in preventing depression and anxiety, common struggles in older age. Metabolic health. Brisk walking keeps your metabolism active, helping to manage blood sugar levels, weight, and inflammation. Balance and coordination. Regular walking improves gait, coordination, and stability, greatly reducing fall risk. My doctor's advice: walk in the morning. Before large meals, your circulation and metabolism are at their best. Plus, morning light helps regulate your sleep-wake cycle and boosts vitamin D. Choose nature when possible. Walking in parks, by rivers, or around greenery gives you the added benefit of green therapy, proven to lower stress and support mental clarity. Track your progress. You don't need a smartwatch. A simple pedometer or free phone app can keep you motivated. Set small goals like 5,000 steps a day and celebrate progress. One of my patients, 78-year-old Mr. Nguyen, used to struggle with low energy and mild depression after his wife passed. I encouraged him to walk every morning at the lake near his home. At first, it was just 10 minutes, then 20. Now he walks for nearly 45 minutes each day, rain or shine. He told me recently, the walking doesn't just keep me healthy, it gives me something to look forward to. That's the power of a simple habit. Next time you consider skipping your walk, remember, every step you take is a step away from decline and a step toward a brighter, sharper, and healthier future. Let's keep walking together. Part 3, lifting at least 20 pounds, why it means more than you think. Lifting 20 pounds might sound simple, but for seniors over 70, it's a profound marker of independence, longevity, and functional health. It's not just about raw strength. It's about the ability to carry groceries, lift a grandchild, move a chair, or even help yourself up after a fall. That kind of strength is freedom. Why it's important. Lifting at least 20 pounds means your body still maintains core strength and posture control, joint stability and muscle resilience, functional independence for daily life. More importantly, strength protects you. It reduces the risk of fractures from falls. It keeps your bones dense, your muscles active, and your balance steady. It also impacts your confidence. The belief that I can still do this is medicine in itself. When you lose muscle, you lose the ability to participate in your own life, I often tell my patients. But resistance training, even with soup cans or water jugs, can change everything. After the age of 60, you naturally begin to lose muscle, a condition called sarcopenia, but it's not irreversible. In fact, I've seen patients in their 80s gain muscle back just by using light weights consistently. Lifting is one of the most underutilized tools in elder care. It's not just about strength, it's about dignity. Being able to lift something yourself without calling for help reinforces the sense that you're still in control of your own life. That has enormous emotional and mental benefits. One of my patients, Mrs. Land, 77, broke into tears the first time she lifted a 15-pound box again after her full recovery. I thought I'd never be able to do that again, she said. But with simple home workouts and encouragement, she built back what she thought was gone forever. Doctor's Guide to Safe Lifting After 70. Start small, but start now. If you can't lift 20 pounds yet, start with 5 or 10. Use everyday items like water bottles, small bags of rice, or books. Use compound movements. Focus on squats, carries, and deadlifts, exercises that work multiple muscle groups at once. Form overweight. Don't chase numbers. A perfect slow squat with 10 pounds is more valuable than a rushed one with 20. Train 2 threes per week. Consistency matters more than intensity. Your body will respond at any age. Don't do it alone. Join a senior fitness group or ask your doctor about physical therapy-based strength programs designed for your age group. If you can still lift 20 pounds, celebrate it. It means your body is still working for you. If you can't yet, don't worry, you can get there. And every step you take to rebuild your strength is a step toward a longer, freer life. Let's honour our strength, not by comparing it to what it used to be, but by what it still allows us to do today. Part 4, balancing on one foot for 10 seconds. Most people think balance is about strong legs or coordination. But let me tell you, as a doctor who has worked with seniors for over 3 decades, balance is much deeper than that. Being able to stand on one foot for 10 seconds is not just a fun challenge. It's a mini diagnostic test for your brain, nervous system, and longevity. Why this simple test matters so much. This small act, lifting one foot off the ground and holding steady, quietly reveals the health of your vestibular system, your cerebellum, the part of the brain that manages coordination, and your body's proprioception, its sense of spatial awareness. All these are essential for preventing falls. In clinical practice, when I see someone wobble or immediately touch the wall for support, I don't just see a balance issue. I consider whether there's early cerebellar decline, inner ear degeneration, or even nerve damage in the feet, all red flags for deeper health concerns. And here's the sobering truth. Falls are the leading cause of injury-related death in adults over 65. If you can't stand on one foot for 10 seconds, your fall risk triples. When I test balance, I'm not just checking muscles, I'm screening for neurological health. Your inner ear helps you know where your body is in space. Your cerebellum helps coordinate the movement, and your feet act like antennas, feeding constant information to your brain about surface texture, slope, and stability. When this system weakens due to aging, medication, or lack of training, your body becomes a guessing game. And one wrong guess, it can mean a fractured hip, a hospital bed, or worse. Daily balance boosters, what you can start today. 1. Practice one-leg stands near a wall. Stand near a counter or wall. Raise one foot slightly off the ground and hold for 10 seconds. Switch sides. Do this 3 times per leg, 2 to 3 times a day. 2. Try Tai Chi or gentle balance exercises. Studies show Tai Chi reduces fall risk in older adults by up to 50%. It trains your body to move slowly, intentionally, and with awareness. 3. Strengthen the hidden players, feet and hips. Weak foot muscles and underused hip stabilizers are often the root cause of poor balance. Simple foot scrunches with a towel or side leg raises can rebuild strength. Don't underestimate how much your toes, arches, and glutes impact your stability. If you struggle with this, it's not a failure, it's a signal that your body is asking for attention, not punishment. You can train this skill no matter your age, and doing so could save your independence or your life. Let's not wait until a fall becomes the wake-up call. Part 5, having purpose each morning. One of the most underestimated medicines for aging isn't a pill, it's purpose. A reason to wake up, a feeling that your presence still matters. And as a doctor who spent 30 years with older adults, I can tell you this: those who have a reason to rise each day live longer, recover faster, and smile more. Recent studies show that having a sense of purpose directly lowers cortisol levels, the body's main stress hormone. Lower stress means less inflammation, better blood pressure control, and enhanced immune response. Purpose also strengthens what's known as heart rate variability, a sign of how resilient your nervous system is. High variability is linked to better heart health, improved mood, and greater adaptability to change. And perhaps most importantly, having daily meaning protects the brain. It's associated with sharper memory, slower cognitive decline, and a reduced risk of Alzheimer's. I'll never forget what Mr. Hanley told me during one of our routine visits. He was 91 and battling stage 4 prostate cancer. But every Thursday, he still tutored math at a local school. When I asked him why, he smiled and said, "Because I want these kids to know they're smart, even if no one's told them that before." Mr. Hanley lived far beyond what the textbooks predicted. And I believe it was because he wanted to, because he still had something to give. In contrast, I've seen seemingly healthy individuals with no serious diagnoses simply fade away. They lost a spouse, moved into a care home, stopped being needed. Their bodies followed their hearts. The body cannot thrive when the spirit is lost. Practical ways to rekindle purpose. You don't need to climb mountains. You just need to wake up and feel useful to yourself or to others. Volunteer once a week. Whether it's helping at a food bank, church group, or local school, offering your time brings structure, community, and pride. Teach your grandchildren something you love. Whether it's cooking, woodworking, knitting, or storytelling, pass it on. You're not just sharing a hobby, you're leaving behind a legacy. Start journaling or video storytelling. Record your memories, your wisdom, and even your regrets. Someone out there, maybe someone not yet born, will one day treasure your words. Purpose doesn't mean pressure. It's not about productivity. It's about connection, meaning, and contribution in any form that feels true to you. You don't need to do it all today, but you do need to start. Because the truth is, only 5% of seniors can do all 5 of these things. Not because they're not capable, but because no one encouraged them to believe they still could. That ends now. Whether you're 65 or 95, your body still deserves strength, your mind still holds wisdom, and your spirit still craves purpose. Let's recap this challenge together. Not as a test, but as an invitation. Can you rise from the floor without using your hands? Can you walk briskly for 30 minutes a day? Can you lift something that matters, like your groceries or even a grandchild? Can you balance for 10 seconds on one foot? Do you have something meaningful that gets you out of bed? If you said yes, wonderful, keep going. If you said no, that's not failure. That's your starting line. Like this video to spread strength and wisdom. Share in the comments. Which part of the challenge speaks to you most? Subscribe to Golden Years Balance, where aging is not about slowing down, but rising up. Let's rebuild together with strength, grace, and heart.